Hello guys, Dexter with Essential Pressure Washing. We are in Windermere, Florida for a large house wash, and we had treated the TPO, just basically a rinse off on a TPO roof. Here's the property. It says a big one here. So now we're gonna soft wash. We already got one side of the building coming from the back, coming around. We're gonna take care of that wall. Come in here, start on this front wall as we're going around. We're gonna get you a little coverage of that as we're spraying. That we can't get too much coverage out here, but we'll give you that right there to show you the Mo Flo in action. We have installed the Mo Flo soft wash system, and you'll get to see it in action yourself, and the type of performance that it gives. Stay tuned.
Okay, here I am now just rinsing up, wetting up some of this side here. I had already applied Chem to this side, so I'm just going to rinse it down. That's up like three and a half stories right there, reaching all the way across the garage on the top, just rinsing. It has some black algae stains up there, but the Chem had already took it off and transferred it back. I'm just rinsing it down. And it's just showing some of the performance of this Mo Flo. With the Mo Flo, I'm trying to adjust my hand because get a little hand fatigue. I'm not used to it yet. So with the PSIs, I'm getting some hand fatigue from it. That's just from holding it. Now my body will adjust to that, and it will become comfortable after I used it on some jobs. But right here, you can see the rinsing power, and it can rinse a wall extremely fast with this amount of flow with PSIs. So it's doing a good job. It's a 3-car separate garage right here that I'm rinsing off. I'm also going to go around to the other side. I have that other side of the wall of this garage that I'm going to rinse down. Then I'm going to come back and wet up the front windows here because it had got a little hot outside. So I want to wet the windows up before I apply Chem to the front of the house on the windows. So I'm going to spend a little time wetting those up and just moving around, but just basically showing you right now some of the performance of a Mo Flo. If you are considering getting one, I would say, yeah, go for it if you can. Now, this blue hose that you see that was hooked to my gun, that hose, it did bubble up on me, and that is the 800 PSI extreme something, what they call, but I'm going to call the manufacturer which I got it from or the person and show them pictures and videos of how it bubbled up. This is the second job that we did. The first job with this blue hose, because I had my original hose before from the P40, which that hose I gave to a friend of mine's. But this hose right here, it got all kind of big bubbles, and the hose expanded in different sections. And like I said, it's supposed to be rated for 800 PSIs, but yeah, I don't think it'll get 800 PSIs. Okay, that's another story. But we're on this side of the garage, rinsing on the wall. You can see you can cover these areas right here real good and fast. So we looking forward to doing some house washing with this on a normal size house to see how it performed. This is not a normal size house. This is over 10,000 square feet living area. Not talking about this garage thing here. That's not included. The house itself is over 10,000 squares. We only showing you the front. We didn't show the back side. Of course, like I said before, it has the back of the house is mainly windows. There's very little walling back there. So it's people inside of the place here that's doing different work or whatever. Now I don't want to have the camera set up on the back, so we're just going to show a little bit of the front. I was asking Larry to tape up the intercom by the front door so that I don't get it wet. So he has the blue tape right there. He's going to go and tape up that speaker. We're just on fresh water right here. We're not putting any Chem down yet. I was just wetting up some windows, and we're going to hit a little vegetation here, wet that up. And then once Larry is out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and touch the remote to get Chem coming through the line. And then we're going to go ahead and Chem this down to coat it up real nice and good to get the front of this house clean. And then we're going to go into rinse mode and rinse it up. But right here, we are just applying just fresh water Just putting it on the windows and wetting up the front of the building and just playing around with the power of it. Look at that right there. We're already up top right there. That little top peak of the roof, that's extremely high. I did go up there. It took 2 ladders to get up there from the other side. We went up there and cleaned off some of that TPO. We just sprayed it with fresh water. We didn't apply a chem to it. We just put a fresh water cleaning on the TPO here. So anyway, I just hit the button right there for chemicals. So we're going to just keep on applying this water. It will start to soap up in a minute or so. And then we will be applying the chem right up under the windows, those little things like balconies. Right there, they had some buildup of black mold. So I had to coat that a little bit heavier. Right there, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting those little edges to get that mold off of there. Want to put a good mix up there as well because the chem is getting ready to start to come down here. It's right about now. Yeah, we are on chem now. So now we're applying our chemicals. We're going up there, reaching and getting the top. No problem with the Mo Flo. No problem. It has enough oomph to it, enough slap to climb these walls on these big properties easily. And like I said, for us, when we get to a normal size residential homes, anywhere 3,000 to, the 1,500 square foot homes, those are the smaller ones. You're going to be able to fly on those right there. So you'll be able to get in and out a little faster, which is going to be good for his revenue because, time is money. So that's going to save you on that. You see the soap is coming out. So, we are on chem, and I probably will be hitting the button in just a second here to cut the chemical off to get ready for rinse mode. This place has already transitioned in the front as we speak anyway. So we're just going to apply right here. Then we'll get the chem. We'll have to rinse our line out. And right there, I'm hitting the remote now, touching it, and getting ready for rinse mode. Okay. All right, guys, stay tuned. It's just showing a little bit of the performance of the Mo Flo. And it's hard to really gauge it because this house is so big, but stay tuned.
But let me show you some of the results. So just showing you the front of the house is nice and bright. We went all the way around this bad baby. She is huge, over 10,000 square feet living area. All right, guys, Essential Pressure watching, signing off.